I wholeheartedly believe in this mantra that healthcare has to be delivered locally. We
Yeah,
have to empower our local independent community pharmacies to be able to deliver care locally, because the impact, the experience that that patient has is so personalized, it's so customized, and those community pharmacies know the resources in the area. If I'm a call center doing CCM for a patient, I don't know what resources are there to help solve some of these social determinants of health crisis. But if Tyson's Pharmacy in Mississippi, rural Mississippi, is here doing these service sets, right, and engaging these patients locally and knows what the local food bank has to offer, or even has a direct connection to that local food bank, or knows the transportation services that are available, or has the staff that can actually work with that patient to address loneliness, as I described before, through this, like, it's a completely different way of delivering these codes and delivering these programs, because the codes are the codes and they're a means of currency at the end of the day for pharmacy to be able to do
sure.
business. But what's the value we're bringing to the code, right? And that, to me, is where these programs and what CPSN is doing to change the game. It's not just about, hey, we're delivering a service. It's what's the value we're bringing to that service, right? Because we're going to have competitors in the market. It's only a matter of time. We know that there's Walmart Health, right? There's CVS Health Hub coming. All of the big retails are getting into primary care. Well, why? Why are they getting there, right? It's because it's a race to acquisition of lives. At the end of the day, how do you get those patients in your healthcare ecosystem? And so we were talking about it earlier about like the messaging to pharmacy, or what are things that action items that I would tell, that we want pharmacies to get engaged with. It's, you got to know what's happening in the space. You got to know what's happening in your community, and you got to know what that impact is to you, and what are you doing as an independent community pharmacy to ensure that those patients are staying in your ecosystem. We're not going to be able to solve the PBM issues overnight, right? But what I can tell you is that these bigger entities overnight can create these big home health services, these services to get to the patient. So what are you doing as an independent community pharmacy to help keep these patients that you've had for years in your ecosystem? So we have to create new models of care. We have to meet the patient at home. We have to address the needs of that patient, because when we're doing that, and we do it well, that's the thing. I think the one thing that our significant advantage in this space, independent community pharmacies really do elevate the level of care that they bring to patients. And we do that well because, like you said, Will, earlier, we do it to a fault, right? We do it to where we're losing money. But now, if we have a program, if we have these opportunities, and I'm not just talking about what we do with PPC at home, but what are all the other offerings that CPSN has to engage those patients, or what are other programs that are out there to engage those patients to where they are in your healthcare ecosystem, and that you are protecting them. You're building a moat around each one of these patients, that they're not going to jump ship. Or when the insurance company says you have to go do this, they're informed and educated enough to say, no, I don't actually have to do this. That
Yeah.
same set of services are being provided by my independent community pharmacy down the road.